I've lived with food allergies for over 40 years. It started with an allergy to beef and pork. Eventually, it expanded into an allergy to wheat, apples, oregano, cashews, and dairy. But worst of all, I found out that corn is a toxin for me. Join me on this journey in learning to live well. How do we eliminate toxins from our home and from our skincare? Well, today I'm going to make a quick lotion. This is really easy to do. It does take a bit of time to prepare the oils. So let's get started. Our first herb is calendula, and we're going to soak the calendula in coconut oil. So some of the benefits of calendula: it promotes rapid cell growth and acts as an antiseptic. It's used to treat burns, bruises, ulcers, and sores, and it reduces inflammation and irritation. Our next herb is comfrey. Comfrey is one of the best wound healing herbs, great for treating torn ligaments, strains, bruises, and injuries to the bones and joints. But be sure not to use comfrey on any deep wounds. It is a rapid cell regenerator, so it can cause tissue to form over a wound before healing has taken place beneath the surface, which can lead to an abscess. Our third herb is chickweed. Now, chickweed soothes the skin that's irritated or inflamed or dry. It is especially effective on rashes and soothing minor cuts, burns, and wounds. Chickweed can also neutralize toxins from our environment. Plantain is our fourth herb that we're going to use in our lotion today. It is a fabulous anti-inflammatory. It is also a drawing herb. You can use plantain straight out of the yard and wrap it around a sprain or an injury, or mash it up and use it on a bee sting. So it has fabulous healing properties. The oils that we're going to be using in our lotion are going to be coconut oil. I like to infuse calendula into coconut oil. It makes a beautiful pale yellow once it's set. And then extra virgin olive oil. It is not cut with any nut oils, canola oil, or any other oil. Now that we've got our herbs covered in oil, we're going to set them in the crock pot with a couple of inches of water. We're going to start it on high for about an hour and then turn it down to warm and let them sit for about 24 hours. This is going to infuse all of the goodness from those herbs into our oils. Our next step is to strain our herbs. We take cheesecloth and place it on top of the jar. We slowly pour our oil through and then squeeze all that precious oil out. So now we're going to make our lotion. I'm going to start with a couple of spoonfuls of beeswax into my double boiler bowl. Then I'm going to measure 1 cup of oil. So I'm going to use a 1/4 cup of each one of these oils. I'm going to start with our coconut and calendula oil. Then I'm going to use our chickweed, our comfrey, and plantain oil. And then I'm going to add just a touch of almond oil. Almond oil is a drying oil so that it makes the lotion dry quicker on our skin. Now we're going to add that to the beeswax, and then I'm going to move to the stove, and we're going to cook this on the stove on a double boiler until the beeswax is completely melted. Now that that's melted, I'm going to put it into our other bowl that we're going to mix our lotion in. We're going to pour our oils and beeswax into a glass bowl and let it sit until it becomes opaque, but not set up. Now we're going to mix with our emulsion blender and slowly add up to 1 cup of water. Once we have all of the water incorporated, we're going to add some vitamin E, which is great for skin conditioning, and it's also a preservative. And we're going to add our essential oil. I'm using frankincense and myrrh because they have such wonderful healing properties. And there you have it, a finished lotion where I know every ingredient and it's completely safe. Stay tuned for more recipe ideas. And remember, if you're allergic to any ingredient that I've used, substitute what's safe for you. This is all about learning to live well.